Definitely. Then we need to change that value in the hardening script only. Was. This will search in the recording script only. PSM. Hardening already. Yeah. We want to continue the recording. Hold on. Now scroll to top. Search with recordings. Somewhere here. I think see here. These constants will be set in the PSM path function on this. So here recording underscore path equal to $. Null means by default location. So in case if you want to change it to any other location, we need to update the value in case if you want to change to D drive or some meter. He has recordings in double quotes. Then this variable will have in that path. By default, it will take the default path. OK. And scroll a little bit up here. We can see that we have some connected here only on the line number 99 and 100. See here PSM connect user, PSM admin. So $computer is local. You just PSM connected admin. In case, if you are configuring domain users, then we need to give that this PSM connect. Yeah. So this will be hard-coded as the. In my case it's going to be cyber/, maybe PSM connect or maybe app owner or app service, something like that. Right. So your domain account, basically. And what is the shadow user? Whenever, if any end user launched the session through PSM, one user, one shadow user will be created. So this shadow user will. So I will tell you in a simple way. So for every user one shadow user will be created. So it will not give one user. It will not display one user session to another user session. If you want definition, I will give you just a moment so that you will be able to know just in a real-time scenario, wherever you see that you could not for every user. One shadow user will be created. So actually what this shadow user means? It will differentiate the way we give you exact terminology. Then only. Yeah. So here shadow user is automatically created during a PSM connection. And the shadow users are like a sandbox to the client session means. So the point of the shadow is process isolation. So the programs launched on the same server by different world. You just run under different identities and cannot leak information. Okay. What I am trying to say. Like you got to not show the information of one user session to another user session. Okay, you got that. So maybe even if I try to see, or maybe have some privileges on the PSM. Server itself, I will not be able to see what you do exactly. Correct? So these are the few things we need to change in our hardening script, and we need to run the hardens to harden the PSM server. Okay. Close this. Go back to PSM folder. So here, basic_psm dot configuration file for the PSM. So here we have all the details, like the file path, read files, path logs, temp folder, PSM server ID, PSM PWA configuration save and PWA configuration file name and policies configuration file. Okay, so every time this PB configuration file and policies XML will be retrieved from the vault. So in case, if it is unable to retrieve from the vault, that session service will be terminated and it will throw that error message in the console. Okay. Could you repeat that part? Once again, sorry. So PSM whenever. If any end user click on connect button, this PSM every time will retrieve the configuration files from the vault server. In case, if it is unable to retrieve the PB configuration file and policies XML file from the vault server, it will terminate the service because it is not able to retrieve, or it will throw an error. It will not launch the session and it will give an error to that end user. Then we need to check the logs and we need to fix that issue. So where this PB configuration and policies XML file will be stored in the vault server. Close this file and open temp. Temp folder. So here we have policies XML and PB configuration XML file. So in vault server in PBW configuration, save, these two files will be stored. So these two files will be retrieved at regular intervals by the PSM server. And it will store it locally. So why it will retrieve this information means in case, if any changes made to the PB configuration file so that changes need to update, those changes need to update to PSM also. Otherwise this will not establish a session to that connection component, all those things. So due to that reason, it will retrieve these files at regular intervals. In case, if it is unable to retrieve these files, then session will not be established to that end user and it will throw the error messages in the console log. So if you open that log you can see the same kind of error message logs and open console. It is saying like unable to retrieve file something. Failure to get a new privileged session manager session. It is unable to retrieve the files. Basically, so this is about OS level service for users on files, log files. Now go to private R client and log in with administrator and we see the sets. So post initialization of Pearson, you will have around 5 saves related to Pearson. First one is Pearson. Open this Pearson save and you can see Pearson Connect and Admin Connect password objects. So in case you ask to write a few minutes back. So in case, if I want to configure domain accounts, it appears some connected admin connect how, where we need to update and all those. So in case, if you are configuring a PSM app, Pearson connected admin, connected domain users, then you need to open this Pearson save. Right-click on the admin object. Go to Properties, File Categories. So here you need to update the username address. Log on domain. So here I have to add, is it no? No, just select the username and click on it. OK. So here's the PSM Connect, the domain account which we need to provide the PSM admin connected domain name. So the account which was created as a PSM admin connect in the domain that I found them. You need to update here. OK, and the log on to domain will be changed as well, then, and address also. So your domain address, basically 180 server IP or something like that, and this will be in my case. It's going to be cyber, then OK. So this is the admin, connect and wait, and also you need to update the password. So cancel. Double click. Here you can change the password. Also below, new password and confirm password. So in the same way for PSM Connect, what is the server meant for? You said PSM server. Actually it will give a name like PSM server, but background actual image PSM Connect. So here you can see PSM Connect. Right. But both are the same thing. No. Above one is PSM Admin Connect. So PSM Admin means PSM Admin Connect and PSM Server means PSM Connect. What is this guy responsible for? Admin Connect.